Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. And oh my God, I'm not alone tonight, folks. I'm not alone in the smashing zone.
What are you doing here? Wait, what's going on?
You're my guest tonight, Mark. What's up, brother?
Man, I just chilling, dude. I'm tired and I never get to do shows anymore because of that schedule, and I was fucking hyped about Dynamite, and here I am. That's it.
Kidnap your ass for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try really hard next week to join the TNI UK guys for their 50th episode. I'm trying to make time in the middle of the day for that.
Dude, I am so proud of them.
They've come a long way, man.
And heads up, tomorrow, I'm trying to think when's the best time to launch this. Probably at noon, like I usually do, I guess. Bison has a special interview with who was on the week prior. Alex, what was her name? Alex Windsor.
Alex Windsor.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And so it's like a long form interview as opposed to like rushed and quick, because she was on break the last time she was on, so she only had like 15 minutes to be on or whatever it was. So yeah, watch for that tomorrow over in that other little podcast called Total Nonstop Impact. It's Friday I'm launching that. Never mind. Not doing that tomorrow.
It's Bison Talks Wrestling is what that's going to be. Actually, that show, right?
It's a separate interview. It's not like an actual episode of Impacted. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So it'd be like the old style long form where first him and then him and Joe would sit down, right?
Right. Yeah, this is pre-recorded. It's just gonna get set to launch, but I still have to do it tomorrow at some point.
Right.
So what you been up to, dude? I mean, I know you've been busy with family and shit. Everything good?
Everything's all right, man. I mean, just still busy. Now you throw my son's soccer in, and we've got this volleyball shit's killing us, but it's just busy. My wife is really, really busy. She works a lot. Like, if you know a teacher, like, tell them what a good job they're doing. Oh, look at Justin. What a G.
Justin, thank you, bro.
Cheers, Justin.
With the $4.99 tip. So, yeah, as we get into this, folks, if you're on YouTube, by all means, smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. There are super chat and super stickers. So it's all appreciated no matter what you do. And just because Mark is on, well, shit, dude, guess what? I'm going to kidnap your ass some more.
Well, dude, Trent was worth like $25 or something, though. And he didn't even show up. Well, I'm a chump. I just wandered in.
They donated so much. I sent his ass to Mexico for no, I'm kidding.
Well, we had TNI repping tonight at Dynamite too. Kalon on the mic was in the house tonight.
Yes, yeah. KL was there. Now I gave him the invite for the show tonight. I don't know if he's going to drop in, but we'll see. We'll see. So, I mean, if CM Punk is live right now, I don't know if he's going to join. But I was like, hey, if you can, great. If not, whatever. It's all good. Oh my God, Bell's boy, you crazy fool, you! I love you. I believe in Smash This Podcast. Smash that like button, people. Love you, Bell's boy. Thank you so much. Bell's boy's in the lead now by
one penny.
One penny.
So have you looked into the leaderboard, J-Bone? Like, can you give a benefit, or like, is there a reason to be the top on a leaderboard? Is there something that can be done with that?
Well, Trent already kind of tested the waters with that. He said that like a couple weeks ago. He said if y'all
did 99 cents and Richard did 20, just like that, and then but it still kept going too.
Right.
Well, but I meant, how there's a leaderboard for this? Is there does it do anything?
Oh, no, I haven't set anything. You mean as far as like something shows up?
Yeah, or like tracking or anything like that.
I haven't done that yet. I know that you could do that with the super chat where like if they donate, then something pops up and goes, "Ooh, there's
yeah.
Hey, somebody just donated a $5 bill, J-Bone. Holy snokies, you know. So I don't. You know,
I think
I'm working on it.
If you ever do set that up, the thing that pops up needs to be the old prospector voice. It needs to be like a popping head. You remember like the what was it on Mortal Kombat 2? Remember when Tobias's head would pop out of the side? And what was that called? Like I can't remember what the fuck it was called. But anyways, and you'd have to like try and hit the start button. It'd be like that shit. Your head would pop out, and you do the old prospector. Do it for me, old prospector, J-Bone, old prospector.
I got a feeling he wants old prospectors.
Old prospector.
There's a couple of different. It's whatever just comes out of me. Just like, you know, I have many different goofy little voices that I've done over
channel
the
years. Prospector.
Channel the prospector. And I can't forget Team Twitch. Much love, Team Twitch. Always showing up. You can follow. You can sub. It's September, folks. You can sub for 20% off right now. You can give subs for 20% off right now as well. And cheer bits and all that lovely stuff. And what else? Oh, the links for the merch is in the description as well. Be sure to check that out. There's going to be some new stuff coming very soon, along with kind of a revamped merch page. Because I actually sat down and had a Zoom call with a guy. This dude just blew my mind. I love working with Spreadshop. Because a guy was assigned to my account and the TNI account. He kind of watches over both of them. Mm-hmm. And he talked to me. He's like, you know, different ways that I can utilize the merch site and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow. And this merch shop company is worldwide. The guy I talked to, I love this. He was from Britain, but he was based in Madrid, Spain. Blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. I was like, wow. So, yeah, it was like talking to Bison, except he was in Spain. So I was like, hey, I'm used to talking with guys with British accents. I could do it.
Perfect. Right at home. And Punk Tracy with the $2 tip. Hey, yo, and tosses. Hey, yo.
Toss is the toothpick. Yeah, just remember, you can't steal any lollipops because the gimmick is gone. The gimmick is gone.
Is that gimmick like buried, or is that last year's gimmick?
It's muerte. It's muerte. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little healthier. It's for the first time in months. I'm actually below 220 pounds. So yeah, I'm trying to get for you. Trying to cut the carbs out and get a little more exercise and catch up on my yard work now that it's not 90 plus degrees out. It's actually comfortable to work outside.
Today was our first day under 90 since May, like for a high.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was beautiful today.
Yeah, man.
Actually, it did get near, but it was dry. No humidity. So
and that's the thing is I don't mind if it's hot. If it's dry out, then it's great. All right, enough of the weather forecast.
Yeah, what are we, two old guys in their 40s talking about fucking weather?
Yeah, no
we
shit.
should be soaking our dentures in bed.
That reminds me, I gotta buy some of that goo you put on there so that they stay up there. Because if you're, you're with a girl and you're having some fun and then your teeth fall out, you have to pick them up out of it. Never mind. Let's not go.
It's oddly specific talking about particular weather girls and teeth falling out. Sounds like a true crime shit I've seen before. Where's Alicia when I need her? Fuck.
She probably doesn't watch that kind of true.
Oh yeah, she does. Alicia loves true crime.
No, but what I was talking about was naughty. Anyways, that's a different kind. That's more like Skinamax bullshit. There's the old prospect.
There's a crowd pleaser, man. He's a fan favorite.
Yeah, there's all sorts of.
Speaking of, they started with the main event. Like, holy shit.
Oh, see, I did not expect that.
No.
That is crazy. Sorry. So we're talking about AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. In fact, this whole week is Grand Slam. We're getting the Grand Slam Part 2 on Friday, a special 2-hour Rampage featuring CM Punk versus Hobbs, the Super Click versus
Christian Cage and Jurassic Express.
Super Cage and whatever.
Jurassic Christians.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, the Cage Express.
It's the Christian dinosaurs. No, I don't know.
It's another good card. I don't even remember. Miro does not have a match, which I kind of don't like because he's been on every Rampage. I think that the TNT title should be like a Rampage staple.
Well, he can't be on every show.
I wish he could be on every Rampage. I wish that was the belt for it.
See, now the new rule is CM Punk could be on every show, but Miro can't be on every show.
Wait, what?
We start off hot, non-title match. Now, I got to admit, I was a little confused about this. Going into this because I was like, wait, is the title on the line? Is it not on the line? I didn't have time to watch the Road to Grand Slam, and I was like, wait. Tried watching the promo.
Oh, they did a Road to for this?
Yeah, yeah. It's like they do a lot of 10-minute Road 2s depending on what the card is.
Okay. I only ever watch the pay-per-view ones.
Okay. But yeah, they're doing more and more of these, and they're just so well done because a lot of it's promo work and just it's filled with a lot of like really good slow-mo B footage that they shoot during these matches leading up to it and stuff. It's really good. So this one went to a time limit draw, and they absolutely kicked the shit out of each other, bro.
Dude, this has got to be the best opening match on a TV program in 20 years, right?
It's we keep talking about different shows we review between Impact and this and other stuff like this one match out of this card for this bunch on this Victory Road, this is absolutely match of the year. And then they start with shit like this, and then it's like
this was an unreal match. They gave I don't remember where. We all talk everywhere now that we're such a big family, but somewhere I said that I thought this was going to be a dusty finish or a draw because there was no way that there was any way to do this even without the title on the line, and they fucking nailed it. Like this match, like I'm gonna watch it again later and probably jerk off to it. Like this match was so fucking good. And Omega looked good, and Danielson looked good, and these dudes got everything in. Like they were killing each other. Yeah, give me another time limit draw. Give me another fucking 3 out of 5 with these guys. Give me a submission match. Kenny hasn't done one of those yet.
Pull my scarf.
I want to get these guys all the way till Double or Nothing next year. That's how long I want to see these two guys go at it. Like this shit was absolutely boner inducing. Like they started this off, and 30 minutes later into time, I was exhausted. They could have ended the show right there, and I'd just been done. Fucking good shit.
See, I had to behave myself when I was watching this because my wife was actually sitting next to me, and then her daughter calls, and so I just pause it and I sit there nice, just twiddling my thumbs and just wait for her to be done on the phone because I can't crank it up because I'm fucking deaf and I'm old.
I was going apeshit during this match. And man, you know what? I tell you what, if I can really quickly plug the TNI Discord, we're starting to get a good watch along crew on Wednesdays for Dynamite. So if you're not chatting anywhere, hop into the Discord and hang out with us for Dynamite on Wednesdays and Rampage on Fridays.
Did someone stream it tonight?
No, but we just get in the AEW channel and chat along with the show, like a live watch along. Okay,
yeah.
I thought about streaming it, but this is God. The time is just too busy for me. 7:00 at my house.
No, that's okay. I was just wondering because I know there's been a few different people in the TNI Discord that have.
Yeah.
that have stream stuff, including myself. Truck does it sometimes. You do it. A couple other people. So no, that's fine. It's fine. So just looking at the chat real quick. All right. So, but yeah, this freaking match, man. I can't wait to see this again. I'm glad they're doing these matches like this one and the main event that was later tonight. And I think a lot of people just assumed that once these people got in, like CM Punk or Brian Danielson or Ruby Soho or whatever, that they would just get, what's the term they use? Slingshot into the
hot-shotted.
Hot-shotted. Thank you. I was close.
Yeah.
I've done one too many hot shots back in the day. That's a problem.
Wait.
What
is that?
Like Goldschlager? No.
I was like, I never heard that term.
Oh, like you take a shot of something. That was hot. It burns.
Gotcha. Goldschlager, the old Goldschlager.
Goldschlager, Fireball, whatever.
I know. I mentioned this to you before, but I don't want to forget because I think this is just like it's such a staple of AEW television that we're starting to see, and it's like the genuine joy and happiness of the performers and the staff. Paul Turner before the match, the referee, as he's getting ready, he puts his hands up and he could not hide his smile, and you see him duck his face down. When you watch the match back again later, with yourself, everybody, like I'm gonna do, pay attention to the ref. And then Danielson isn't even trying it; he's like just ear to ear. He looks so happy and so free, like everyone else who's recently left a certain other promotion. And it's just awesome to see.
He takes his time getting out there. He walks out real slow and he's just soaking it in and listening to the music and listening to the yes chants and all that stuff. So yeah, it's wrestling. It's like it's like, folks, if this is as simple as you can break it down. If you're not happy watching whatever other show that you're watching and you want wrestling, you're gonna get wrestling on this show. Is it perfect by any means? No. And do some of the feuds that they just throw out there, why are they doing it? I don't know, but damn it, you know what? You're gonna get a good freaking match out of it, probably.
You know what? It's no show's perfect. It is so much like the beginning of the big run for WCW and early TNA Asylum. It's madness. The production isn't fully together yet. It does a lot of things right. It has a ton of potential, has nonstop excitement, never-ending possibilities for surprises, huge balls, no expense spared. Like it's just it's a tornado, and it's awesome as fuck. I love it. Like, I love AEW. It's not, if you're looking for classic storytelling and characters, Impact is still the destination.
Right.
But for just a fun 2 hours of holy fuck, AEW is all in right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And you say pardon the pun because it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney here in the chat says, aren't they taping Rampage tonight as well? Yeah. The show is basically 4 hours long that people are sitting through. You're getting 2 hours of Dynamite. You're getting 2 hours of Rampage. So if you don't want to know what happens, avoid Twitter and all that stuff. Avoid the spoilers because you know they're going to be out there. Well, yeah. Otherwise, a certain scumbag probably would have jumped right in here afterwards. I forgot that he's actually watching CM Punk and Hobbs right now, probably. So, yeah.
Damn, that's 4 hour taping. It would be interesting to see how the crowd holds up. Their crowds are steady, but that's a long night. Bill says there was also dark tapings as well. That's a long night.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And dark is like 17 hours long.
Interesting.
Wow.
Bill, did you end up going? I'm curious.
No, I don't think Bill went.
Because when I was talking to him last night, he said there was a real slim chance that he might have went. So I'm curious.
I would never ever be surprised if I saw Bill on a wrestling show. I'd never be shocked.
And that's the thing is, I was really trying to look at the front row, but I don't think he'd sneak in if I'm guessing all those were sold out. They were probably just selling the last of the nosebleeds, is my guess. But
yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, amazing first match. Can't wait to see where this goes from here. Is Khan going to give Brian Danielson another shot at Kenny, because they did go a draw and he wasn't beat? I mean,
dude, my read on this is that Danielson is just here for the sport of it and the competition. He seems like a dude that just wants to wrap his career with the best matches. I don't think the belts are necessary, which is why this one didn't even have it involved. He just wanted to have the match, and everybody wanted to see the match. So we got a pay-per-view main event, fucking WrestleMania level match to open a weekly television show.
And it's wild because Kenny actually agreed to it, and Callis was trying to talk Kenny out of it. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
We've seen that on
well, and now Kenny's already tweeting that there will be no rematch, which means there's definitely going to be a rematch.
Right.
So by my account, you could easily get 4 matches now, because you have to have a 3-match series and then you get the draw.
Oh, yeah, you can get a rubber match out of this. And seriously, would you not want that? I mean, God.
Yeah, no. Can we also acknowledge that they gave these guys 30 minutes to open a TV show? Oh, my God.
With limited commercials.
Nuts. Just beautiful stuff, man.
Yeah.
Feels like the old days.
Oh, yeah, man. So, yeah, we'll have to see where it goes from here. Can't wait to see. We get a promo from a very happy and angry and just a roller coaster of emotions, CM Punk.
He was hyped.
Wow. You're in front of the largest crowd that you've seen in practically a decade. I mean, damn. It's got to give you goosebumps walking out there.
It's unreal. Like, his star power, again, I think everyone who listens to your show is at least familiar enough with my opinions to know I didn't really know him that well. Right. I was floored by his star power. His promo is great, but what's fucking crazy, and I posted this in the Discord as we were watching, is that, oh yeah, right, by the way, CM Punk is here. Like, I fucking forgot. Like, who? I mean, they opened with that, and then you got CM Punk. Jesus, this show.
Well, and he even said, he's like, boy, am I glad I'm not wrestling tonight. Which, okay, yeah, you are in a couple hours, but of course, kayfabe, Daddy, kayfabe. So, but yeah, it's like, how the hell would you want to follow that? I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
You know what, though? This whole night flew by. The card was great. Every match was good. Like, looking back on it, I don't feel like the rest of the show dragged behind this. I almost called it this opener at all.
The whole show. I mean, each match felt important. That was a great part of it. Yeah. There were no stinkers here at all. There were shorter matches than others, obviously, but they all felt like they meant something. So yeah, he's talking about Taz and Hobbs, and saying to Team Taz, well, you should have really made sure you took me out, because now I am kind of angry, and now you got to deal with me on at Rampage. So you better bring it, So yeah, any other thoughts on this? I mean, these are all new for you, so they got to be even more refreshing.
Honestly, I don't care about what all the scandal or whatever happened. Just as a performer, I really like CM Punk a lot. Like, I loved his match. Obviously, I know his ring work from the Asylum days, but like, we're 20 years removed from that.
Right.
But even now I'm seeing the very beginning and the very end of his career happening basically concurrently for me. The dude's promo he's clearly been an incredible promo since day one. And it just comes across as very legitimate and believable to me.
Right, and then you'll slowly really understand. You'll slowly really get why I was so excited to see and very curious to see what he did in TNA, even though it was for such a short period of time. Because I was like, man, yeah, I want to see like the roots of this, where and now he even started a few years prior to that. But this is when he really started to get into the promo stuff. It feels like this, and then a couple of years of Ring of Honor following this, and and then of course launched into where we know he went next. But
I can see why he's got the following, at least from my this is my fifth time seeing him or something, like since the Asylum days. So it's early opinions, but I mean I've only seen one match, and he did look rusty, which is to be expected, but he still had a very good match with Darby. And then his promo work is just, it's top notch stuff.
Let's see, and that's one of the biggest discussions of that night is, was he rusty or did he make himself look rusty?
I mean, it's not a knock at all, in my opinion. I think he was rusty. Who wouldn't be after so long of not doing something that's highly technical and physical and time based, and you're working with a stranger for the first time? And I mean, that's not a slight in my opinion at all. He just looked rusty. Like I would compare it to Taylor Wilde. If I saw Taylor Wilde's first match back, I would have never known she ever left the ring. Whereas with CM Punk, you could see especially at the beginning of the match, it was like the first 2 minutes of that Jericho Juventud Guerrera match. They just needed to relearn each other's style. The first 2 minutes were fucking garbage, and then they got it back.
Okay, I wouldn't say it was as bad as the.
No, it wasn't that bad. No, not even close. Not even close. I'm just saying you could see that he was a step off.
I know. Yeah.
Not that bad. No, that was
Violet here saying after the first match, I said, "How are we going to fit the rest of the show in here?" I'm impressed that it didn't seem rushed. Right? It just flowed. The flow was good. Yeah. Like each match had a decent amount of time. It's like I said, some are obviously longer than others, but yeah.
I never knew that. CM Chris actually gets his handle from CM Punk and got him back into wrestling. I never knew that.
Oh yeah, it's my buddy CM Styles. Same thing. Yeah. Next we got MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr. Man. MJF is from this town, and they all hate him.
I mean, I hate him too. Aren't we supposed to?
Well, yeah, but it's like, well, it's funny. It's you go look at Twitter, and someone shared. A lot of people shared actually, but I saw a picture of his parents holding up a sign before the show tonight, saying, "We're his parents, and we think he sucks too."
I saw that. I mean, he lives the gimmick, right? Like you're supposed to hate him because he says despicable shit in real life too, because he's living the gimmick.
Totally.
Be careful about living the gimmick, though. I hear it can get you fucked up.
Yeah, we've heard that in the news a lot. we won't mention any names either.
Yeah, so be careful.
Yeah,
just saying.
Gotta be careful with that gimmick. But yeah, let's get your thoughts on MJF versus Brian Pillman Jr.
So I like the match. MJF's ring style is something that I find very refreshing in AEW. He's a very old school storytelling, methodical type wrestler in the ring. It's not the most exciting style. Like strong style would probably be like my favorite, like Josh Alexander, the New Japan style, but I really like MJF's ring work. And I also think if they play their cards right, Brian Pillman is a built-in super. He was coming packaged as a superstar to whoever signed him anyways. Not only because he's talented and he works hard, but he's got that lineage and he has expectations to fulfill that his father could not.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very real story. I don't think that's me reading anything in. That's a very real expectation of him from the business.
No, that's true. That is absolutely true.
So if you build this right, MJF is a future champion. Brian Pillman Jr. is probably a future champion. You could intertwine these guys for the rest of their careers. I thought Pillman should have gone over tonight. I thought he needed to win way more than MJF. But I can see why they didn't give it to him, because that fucking ring gear was shit, man. Get that shit off TV, Brian Pillman Jr. Fuck out of here with that Cincinnati Bengals ring gear.
Oh, see, that's it. He's just a proud
Terrible.
hometown guy.
It was terrible. Dude, don't go on TV looking like that. Come on, man.
Hey, I love that shirt that he wore when he first came out and was doing the promo with MJF last week or whenever that was.
I don't remember the shirt.
Actually, no, it has to be 2 weeks ago because I missed last week's stuff. Totally. Yeah, he had like one of those classic, like all over Tiger shirts, something that his dad would have wore like 30 years ago. It was great. It was good. Oh, that was great. Terrible. Oh my god, I didn't find me one of those. It just like walk around the mall, just like wait for people to be like, what?
Oh, J-Bone. We'll just chalk this one up to different strokes. But I do love Brian Pillman, despite the gear.
You're not that much younger than me. Come on, dude.
No. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. I really hope they play their cards right with their young talent, which I do. So far, I have no reason to think that they won't. But this could be a long-time rivalry, I think.
He will absolutely have his day, and it's guys like Brian. I've said this before, and it's just people just know this. It's guys like Brian Pillman Jr., Sammy Guevara, MJF, Kip Sabian. I always fuck up his last name.
Where the hell is Kip Sabian?
It's just on like a several month honeymoon. You know, actually, I think he's injured again. It might be.
Really?
Yeah, I think when Miro attacked him a few months ago, and like threw him into a garage door or whatever that was, I think that was actually writing him off television.
Oh, okay.
It was twofold. It was writing him off television, and it was evolving Miro into the next phase of his character.
Yeah, who right now is one of my very favorite performers on the planet. Miro is the ultimate version of Miro right now.
He's great. Yeah. But yeah, this is the future of this company. And I've said this over and over again. And it's not my opinion. It's a fact. It's this company has to learn how to make new stars. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. Punk, love him. Brian Danielson, love him. Ruby Soho, great. Mox, the list goes on and on. But you're, Chris Jericho. But your Joey Janela's, your day one guys. You know, that's who you need to really push up there. You know. And yeah, okay, so Joey Janela's a bit of a stretch because they really haven't done much with him. But the guy's like
Joey Janela. But yeah, he's not.
He's a lot of fun. I don't think he is. But
he's a great. I love his matches. I've never seen a bad Janela match. I feel like he gives it 110% every time.
Well, like I really started respecting him when he had that banger of a match against Adam Page at All In.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because so many of these guys I was like new to. You know?
Same here. And then he had that match with Kenny on Dark that I was like, Jesus, this guy can go. And then he had a three-way with Jimmy Havoc and someone else, the tack in the mouth spot. That match was really good too.
Was it like Pentagon or something like that?
Nah, it was Havoc, Janela. Who was their other deathmatch person at the beginning?
Oh, it was Darby.
Yeah, it was Darby, actually.
It was
Darby's the one who took the tag spot. That's who took the tag spot. Right?
And then wasn't there like a garbage can spot? He like jumped off the top turnbuckle.
Was that match?
I think so. Maybe
no, that was the pumpkin match, right? Where there was the barrel that Darby's done some amazing. This is only 2 years into AEW, and we can't even remember which Darby match it is because the kid has been wildfire.
So crazy.
That kid is nuts. I hope Darby doesn't die in the ring. He's great to watch. I love him, but he's a scary performer.
He is. It's terrifying.
Him and Ray Phoenix, scary to watch.
I hope Sting is. I think Sting with him is going to be great, and I think Sting will slow him down a little, not a lot, but a little. Well, at least, you know.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. Although Darby, I mean, you watch interviews and stuff. I really don't I think he truly, and not in a bad way, I think he truly doesn't care. I think he just is one of those guys who kind of goes with the flow, and life is what it is, and what's going to happen is going to happen. That's very much how he seems.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he throws it out there like I'm not a big fan of dives, but Darby's cannonball dive is one of the most exciting dives in wrestling. He comes out with so much velocity.
Yeah.
He just shoulder blocks him so hard. And it's amazing that he can come out and perform every week. Like when he was
the running cannonball to the outside. Yeah, that's nuts.
It's crazy because the other person, it's 100% dependent on the other person to base and catch him. But it's usually a deflection. So I've seen him go off into the corner of the stairs, go off into a freaking guardrail. That dude's nuts. Love Darby Allin.
Hell yeah, man. So MJF gets the win here. Wardlow holding the ropes for him. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess they're okay.
Deanna's Fujiwara armbar is way better than MJF's Fujiwara armbar, by the way.
I'll take your word for it. It is impressive, though. It is impressive. So yeah, he beats him by submission, and of course, there's some shenanigans trying to scare Brian Pillman Jr. with the whole, harming Julia Hart thing. And she's I haven't seen a lot of her in-ring stuff, but she is fun to have at ringside.
I love her. I think she's great. She's a great enhancement for them. She's 19, plenty of time. She didn't have to wrestle all the time. We need more valets in wrestling.
Right. It's not a bad thing, It's
good experience for her. She's getting some matches here and there. She's learning the business, how to be on TV.
And it's just the fact that she's put in front of the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's half the battle right there is see, we're talking about her,
Yep. She'll always be able to do the circuit now. Her name's at least somewhat known because she's not one of those people who just had a match on Dark. She's been consistently on television now for months. Good for her. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how much, they pull Brian Pillman away from Griff Garrison. Because I do like them as a tag team.
Same.
But I do like Brian Pillman Jr. as a solo star, and I think that's his true destiny. But
I agree. I would like to see him tag with Garrison. I really like them together. The Varsity Bonds are great. I like Julia Hart as an addition.
And it's a great gimmick.
Yeah, I love the whole gimmick in the unit. There shouldn't be a need to rush breaking Pillman Jr. off yet. We know he's got a bright future, but he's very young. Keeping him in a tag team for even a couple years isn't going to kill his career. Everybody doesn't have to be at the top right away. He's got a long career ahead of him. They've got a good thing going. I hope they decide to keep it together, but that's me.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. We'll see. But hey, there's always BTE, right?
There you go.
Or Sammy Guevara's vlog or whatever.
Ethan Page's vlog.
They jump all over those. It's a lot of fun. So then we got Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes. This one surprised me. This one really surprised me on a few different levels. Number one, that Malachi Black got the win here. And actually 3 ways. And number two, the little rift, the little problems that happened about 3/4 of the way through the match between Cody and Arn. And did you listen to the crowd during this one?
Not in particular. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but what happened in the crowd?
The crowd was turning on Cody.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did notice that. But they were never, even when he came out, there was a smattering of boos. Well, Malachi Black is very over, and great reason. And then, I myself don't like Cody at all. I would boo Cody. So I get it. There's a lot of people out there that don't like Cody. I'm not a fan of the Net, just like I'm not a fan of Triple Nose. To me, they're the same type of character in person. So.
See, and I love Cody. And it's not just because of his AEW stuff. It's because of watching him through his whole journey in leaving WWE, doing the Indies, doing New Japan, doing Impact, doing Ring of Honor, doing that whole all in NWA title. That whole few-year journey leading up to the making of AEW is what it was one of the biggest draws of me becoming a fan of AEW, was watching this journey, and everyone around him too. I mean, that was a real big part of it. All those guys together, but Cody's journey, because he did all those different things, and it's Larry here. I love it. I'm not making fun of this. I'm laughing because of what happened during the show. Larry Bongo says Arn Anderson stole the show. Dude, let's talk about what happened to Arn here. Oh my God. So
Cody, props to Cody right here for recovering in the in-ring on this and actually still continuing with the spot and making it happen. And it wasn't too horrible from the opposite side perspective, like the non.
No, because it actually happened off camera, but you could tell it was about to happen. And then it happened off camera when he fell.
Yeah. And then
because he was trying, it was so awkward. I'm like, I'm thinking, Arn, bro, you're hefty like me. Why didn't you just hop down or slowly get down like I would have, carefully, because you get to be my age and you got 3 back surgeries. You don't jump off of anything.
Yeah, no bumps for J-Bone.
No bumps. No, my bump is bumping, just getting into bed. That's my bump. He was trying to get around the quarter ring post, like everyone and their uncle in the wrestling biz just kind of grabs it. You hang on and you just kind of whip around it, and you end up on the other side. You just kind of catapult yourself around. And he did it so awkwardly, he lost his footing, and you could tell he was about to fall. And then the camera moved, and then you could see the crowd go, "What the fuck was that?" Like, so you knew he fell. And then the camera moved back over, like, oh, sure as shit, Arn fell.
Or like CM Chris says, he's still taking bumps like a boss. And you know what? Arn is the most physical of the active, like, legends. They're all like, Jake still gives the short arm, and like Tully still does the jump off assist on the driver and stuff. But Arn bumps, did a spine buster once. Like, you can tell Arn still likes to get his hands dirty. He's the enforcer, man.
He took a black mask from Malachi Black, for God's sakes. I mean, granted, he gives it so he's not dislocating a jaw, and they know how to take it, and they know how to, there's a way to do it so that you don't, knock out an eye socket. Yeah. But it still looks devastating. It looks incredible.
Oh, no. Dude, to address what Chat's saying, in my opinion, Malachi Black has the hands down best entrance in the business right now. Every time I stop what I'm doing, my kids stop what they're doing and watch. My wife stops to watch it. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, his entrance is just amazing.
It's evolved too. Mm-hmm. But I want to go back to Arn for a minute. We'll go back to the entrance. So the Arn jumps back up on the apron, and then they continue the spot that was supposed to be like built up. And so Cody hits him. Bump number 2. I was like, oh shit, poor Arn.
He took it like a champ. He's a pro. It's nice to see Arn out there having fun. You can tell he likes working.
And then Cody goes over like, bro, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? And then he kind of like shoves him away, like, fuck off, get in the ring. Finish it. Quit worrying about me. Damn it, I'm fine. And then Cody's like, and Brandi behind Arn is like, holy shit, all right, turn it away now.
Welcome back, Brandi Rhodes. It was great to see Brandi.
It was.
Nice
it was.
To see Brandi.
And you can't even tell she's had a baby.
No,
she looks amazing.
Great. Well, she's got a TV show coming up, so she wasn't going to sit around waiting for it to naturally drop off. She had to get TV ready, man, and she looked TV ready. She looks fantastic.
And then the debuts after Dynamite next week.
Yeah.
You gonna watch it?
No, because I'll probably be watching you.
Aw. Aw, Mark.
I don't like Cody more than you. Well, I don't like Brandi more than you. Cody, I don't like more than
Careful with that. No kidding.
Hey, we're not all gonna like the same guys, you know, J-Bone. Okay, but honestly, the first time he came out with the tattoo and became the neck, you did not go, damn, that's badass. Honestly, right? He came out with the tattoo and you were like, oh, Cody.
I was probably one of 3 people that liked it.
It's a cool design, but it's like 5 times too large.
I can't wait till that thing like shows up in the the series, because they're gonna
life.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Like when he's out, I don't know, shopping or whatever, and people are like, "Oh, are you that guy?
I saw your tattoo. You're totally Cody, aren't you, man? Because that looks like shit."
That would be a tough one to hide,
right?
I was.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I was shocked that he didn't win here. I was glad he didn't, but I was shocked that he didn't.
I was, because it's like okay, he's back. They're going to start promoting the big show season 2 soon with the whole Rosario Dawson showed up last week. I was like, Rosario Dawson, what? Like, wait, why is Rosario Dawson part of the Rhodes family? Did I miss something? What the? Oh, she's on the show, but because I missed last week, and then they're showing highlights, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck happened last? Apparently, I need to watch. And yes, I know, Mark, I still need to watch Emergence. Get off my case.
Oh, Emergence review. Let's fucking go. Trending. Hashtag J-Bone for Emergence. Emergence. I don't even remember what happened in Emergence anymore. Deanna wrestle on that show?
I heard it was good.
It was good. I remember that.
It was like a big purple background. It looked really cool.
I'm trying to remember what Deanna did on it. That's how I remember the shows right now.
Matt Cardona had a thing, I think.
Did he win a deathmatch? He retired from deathmatch.
No, it's Nick Gage wasn't on that one.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a different show.
Anyways, I digress.
Any hoozle.
But yeah, Malachi Black gets the win here.
Via purple fucking mist.
With the mist. Well, it was like black mist.
Oh, really? I thought it was purple. Black makes more sense, though. Black makes way more sense.
Well, like I missed the spray, and all I kept looking was at Cody's face, and Cody's looking like a fish on a water boat.
Dude, I popped so hard for the fucking mist. I popped really hard for mist. It's like one of my favorite super cheesy, so pro wrestling, but like badass. Like been around I grew up in the Texas territory, right? So Kabuki was here for most of my childhood. Yeah. And like I grew up on the Mist. Like I love the fucking Mist. I love every character that's ever used it. It just makes me like Malachi Black that much more. And I was already 100% in on this guy.
Fuji.
So cool. I love the Mist.
So yeah, he missed him and then he rolls him up and beats him. And then he's just Malachi just rolls out of the ring like it's
good stuff.
Gnarly looking. But yeah, I was really kind of surprised because just thinking mostly about the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cody even stopped a couple times and looked around like, what the hell happened while I was gone?
But Black is so over though. I mean, he is just over, like Scott Hall fucking over.
See, and
it's over.
And it's even for more reasons like that as much as I would love to see another big name like Bray Wyatt, the Cult of Wyndham,
the Wyatt family?
What's his real name? Wyndham
Rotunda?
Wyndham Rotunda. See, damn it, it just doesn't flow off the tongue. All these real names getting copyrighted and they're coming out in the public. It's like, wait a minute, you're real? What the hell is happening to wrestling? Vince's world is plummeting.
Club for life.
Plummeting.
Plummeting, guys.
Totally.
Wait, this show's plummeting too?
No, this is like, well, it's kind of
plummeting.
Kind of just even keel. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's better than plummeting.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's much better than plummeting. God, I'm so glad I don't run that TNI show.
Other shitty
oh,
show.
wait, I do. Shit.
Oh, no. Don't.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah.
I will say let me say one positive thing about Cody.
Sure.
There are a lot of things I don't like about Cody Rhodes. Most things I don't like about Cody Rhodes. But
did you like his gear tonight?
Oh my God, I laughed my ass off at the gear in the Discord. All my comments were like, what is this fucking clown wearing? Oh, dude, you look like a fucking clown. You're not Apollo Creed, bro. Fucking Cody is such a goober. He's the biggest chode I've ever seen in my life. But for all the things I hate about Cody's chodiness, he doesn't bury people. I see that criticism of him all the time. He puts everybody over. I don't know where that comes from. Like, he has good matches. He's a good worker. And he puts everybody over. So that's some bullshit criticism on Cody. If you want to criticize Cody, criticize the other shit.
Just because he wins against guys like in the early days of AEW, against guys like Darby Allin, doesn't mean he's burying Darby. Look where Darby is.
That match, that Fighter Fest match made Darby Allin.
Right.
Fuck. That was a great match.
Right.
That was a great match. Yes, it was Evel Knievel, Zach. That's what I said too. That was the homage of his gear. He looked like Evel Knievel.
That's what I thought. It had a total 80. Well, he's a big nerd too, so he always does a lot of 80 shit. So yeah,
I'm with Violet. I thought he looked like a clown. I was like, you look like a total goober, dude.
He just was missing the wig, right?
Oh, that would have been. See, then I would have popped though. If he had the helmet with the wig, I'd have popped.
And the nose.
That's the difference between Cody and like other people. That was like Kenny. If Kenny had done it, it would have been funny. When Cody does it, it's serious, so it's not funny. He just says,
But yeah, it was still a really good match. Surprised at the win because it was like, it's Cody's big return, so it felt like he had to rise up, but no, he didn't. So
it'll be interesting to see how they weave him in and out of the show now that he's going to be so busy.
Right. Yeah. Between that and just where Malachi Black is going to go next, or is it going to stay this? And is Malachi Black going to like mess up the whole Rhodes family, and everyone's going to go their separate ways because of the evil is going to permeate itself into?
I like that, and I'll tell you why. Because the Nightmare family and QT Marshall storylines are really stale, and no one cares anymore, and they need to be shaken up and broken up. And that I'd be totally fine with Malachi Black having a storyline that does that, just to kind of shake it up.
Well, they even turned the Gunn family heel, so that's all done.
Yeah. Like, continue just to create separation between all that stuff.
It helped show the value of guys like QT Marshall, and it also helped a bunch of newer guys that were with QT Marshall and gave them a lot of TV time, and they learned a lot. So it was all multi-reason why it was all done. So
yeah, it's just so stale now. Pandemic's over. We got crowds back. We don't need that. We need more Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega for 30 minutes.
Right.
Sorry, QT.
CM Punk versus the world, and then put him on commentary for 9 hours straight. I don't give a
See, this is in, like Violet says here, I'm kind of in agreement with it. And nothing against QT. I know he's a great trainer and all that stuff, but he can't make me care about him. You know,
right? And
they were spending a lot of time on him.
It was also probably done. This is just guessing, just thinking about how the backstage and relationships works. The guy works so hard backstage and training and everything that he does for the company. It was probably, hey, we're going to do this for you. Going to give you some shine. Yeah, absolutely not. Hell, he had a match at a pay-per-view with Big Show.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Short match. But
it was short, but still it was a match.
He's always going to be able to tell people he had that.
In AEW with Big Show.
Yeah.
I wouldn't complain, So, all right. Where the hell are we at here? Here we go. FTR, Dax and Cash with Tully. versus Sting and Darby Allin. Number one thing I'm going to mention, Sting's crazy ass makeup. I loved it.
Loved it. It's like battle makeup.
Yeah, it was like it was
freaky.
It was a combination of like his stuff, and it was also like the schmear fade stuff that Darby does with his face, like skull fade, whatever stuff. Oh, it looked amazing. It kind of reminded me of what he used to do with the Joker stuff.
That's what I was going to say. It gave me a big vibe of mixed Joker, Sting, and Darby's makeup. That's what I thought it was. It was super cool. Sting is the fucking man.
Dude, he can still go too, man.
Dude, it's 62 years old. Like, yes, he's different. But for a man his age, Sting, the way they write around him too, his power, and like he's more of a presence. Dude, this is the final leg of Sting's career, and I'm fucking here for it. Like a lot of Lakers was in the Discord. He was hype as shit too. Seeing Sting wrestle on TNT in 2021, if that doesn't make you feel like a kid again, I don't fucking know what could. It's so awesome. I love it. And Dax and Cash and FTR are the perfect opponents. You know, they're out there jizzing their pants over this, and good for them, dude. Out there with Tully wrestling against fucking Sting, dude, fucking icon. Like, I was happy for those guys. Dude, this night of wrestling was just a feel-good moment for 2 hours.
It was, because you know that the team of FTR is on borrowed time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that really sucks.
And the fact that we don't know. I mean, I honestly thought that after they came back and did that big match with Santana and Ortiz, I thought that was it.
Same. I was surprised to see this.
And then they announced this, and I was like, holy shit.
Well, those guys, man, they're staring down the barrel of working with Sting and knowing FTR and who they are as real life people and what fans of the business and lovers of the business they are. You know, there was no way Cash was going to let that injury make them miss this. No,
and I give them props. I mean, and I hope that they legit can stick around, and that
weren't they saying he has to have this repaired?
Well, the biggest part of this injury is there was internal damage, like nerve damage, and as far as like he can't. It had to do with like feeling in his fingers and his hand and stuff.
Yeah,
and that's not good. That's not good. So it's like, all right, when your dexterity has to be 100%, or at least next to 100%, if you're going to be in the ring. Because, I mean, if you got parts of your body going numb, you're going to be second guessing what you're doing. Your timing's going to be off. Your moves are going to be off. Like, you're going to go to grab a rope and you ain't going to feel it. And then you're going to be like, wait, do I have it? And then you're going to fuck up your move, that kind of stuff. And that's what scares me, So that's why I say it feels like they might be on borrowed time. I hope to God they do stick around. But
me too.
Because they are one of the best tag teams out there. But
as pure tag teams go, they may be the best tag team out there. They're definitely in the conversation.
Yeah. And I don't buy the whole thing. There was some stuff a while ago that was said, they're unhappy because of blah, 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 whatever. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
Bell's boy says a 61-year-old man flying off the rope like Stinger did was amazing, which it really was.
It is. And he may not be as fast as he used to be,
He moves pretty well for a dude who's 61 fucking years old, though.
But he does. Yeah, he totally does.
He moves better than me. Shit.
Like, even his Stinger splashes look pretty damn good,
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. I think so too.
So this was just a great tag match. Sting and Darby Allin getting the win here. Sting with the Scorpion, making a FTR tap out. Yeah, just a lot of fun. And this felt like one of those, holy shit, they're doing this match. Like, I didn't feel like it was like a monster feud. It was just a lot of fun to have this match.
Yeah.
Like, after this week, I feel like they're going to be building slowly to full gear, because is that November or is that
November?
First okay, week. So they got plenty of time to build that and build feuds. It's just so crazy right now with all these new faces. So sometimes you got to hot shot some of these new faces into dream matches, you could say, just to,
they did that. So they did it twice tonight.
Yeah.
With Ruby and with Danielson.
Yeah.
However, both of them were executed to perfection, and I don't feel either one of them lost anything. Great shit, man.
No,
it was AEW.
It's and we'll get to the Ruby stuff in a bit, but
they're playing the cards very correctly right now.
They are, because it's like you got to strike while it's hot.
Yes,
you do. Yeah. And they're not hot shotting the titles, which is good, but they're putting on some damn good matches, and that's the thing. That's why I keep preaching the wrestling. But next, we got the. Wait, did I miss something?
I don't have match notes, so
was that it? Know. Oh shit! Was that it? Did this go that fast? That I only have like one page of.
It really, dude. Yes. Dynamite is the fastest 2 hours of wrestling every week.
Well, and they gave them matches a decent amount of time too. That was
which is why they're all so fucking good. More of this, please.
Right, and that was one of the reasons why I stopped watching Up North. Who wants to watch a 2-minute match?
Nobody.
No.
I mean, if you got one squash on the card, that's one thing. But when your whole card is squashes, nobody wants to watch that shit.
And bullshit in between. No, thank you. No.
Yeah.
No, you can have. I don't care what you put on the Peacock. You kiss my ass.
hey, shout out though. All of WCCW has been uploaded to the cock, so I'm happy. I'm using my sister's premium cock, which sounds really bad coming out of my mouth. Anyways, so now I can watch WCCW again. Anyways, are we at the main event?
I think we are.
That was really fast.
Holy crap! Yeah, I guess we are. I was like, shit. Did I like forget to take notes? I'm like, I got an empty page here. What the fuck did I do? Because I usually do like
that. Cock came back to bite me. I've been running that joke for like.
I usually do like, okay, first hour, second hour is usually when I try to time it. Wow, we're there. All right. So speaking of Ruby Soho, we're at the main event, folks. Holy shit. Jevity Christmas.
So one quick note, during Ruby Soho's entrance, my daughter stopped to look and watch, and she was like, oh, she's cool looking. My daughter doesn't say that about women in wrestling. Hardly ever. Never. Like, she looks cool. Sue Young. She says about Sue Young, Rosemary. So that's a good sign.
Is she so fun?
Yeah.
She's different. And she's going to be given a lot of attention. She's not going to be stuck back in fucking catering.
Like Hikaru Shida, who hasn't even been on fucking TV since she lost the title after carrying the entire division for over a year. Shameful. Fucking shameful, AEW.
Oh, Shida. I'm like, who? I'm sorry.
Yeah. The last champion. Yeah, that's fucking terrible, isn't it?
Well, they've been putting her on almost every dark, haven't they?
Ooh, a 2-minute match on Dark that 20,000 people watch on YouTube on their phones while they're waiting for the trainer taking a shit. Fantastic. She hadn't been on TV since she lost the belt.
She was on the pay-per-view. She was in the women's casino.
Oh, yeah, and she had a little bit of story with Emi Sakura, but being in a battle royal for somebody who was a champion, like, come on. She's not even on TV. No. You forgot who she was. She carried the women's division for over a year. This is so lazy. Lazy.
She can't. No, they do need to do better with their women during Dynamite, especially during the longer shows. They do need to. I will say that, and I've said it before.
It's the weakest point of the entire company is the women's division. The consistently weakest point.
Yeah, I mean, tonight was big with Ruby Soho and Britt Baker, but they could have done something else.
But that's how they lull you, right? Every week we get at 9:30, 9:45, we get a 5-minute women's match with the 2 women they're highlighting that month. And then we get nothing. And then they give us a big women's main event. We're supposed to jerk off about what they're doing for women's wrestling, but the fucking knockouts are doing it week in and week out. I love AEW, don't get me wrong, but their women's division is shit because they don't give it the proper credit. And now people are going to go on and on tonight about how, women's main event, so good for women. Give me a fucking break. Where the fuck are the rest of your women all the fucking time?
Right.
Like, yes, this was a great match. Yes, they highlight women sometimes, but AEW needs to get their fucking women's division together because it's fucking garbage for how much talent they have.
Well, they need to put someone. I don't even know who's in charge of their women's division.
Some dumb fuck.
They need to put I know Brandi Rhodes is. I can't think of what her position is.
Chief Marketing Officer, CMO.
CMO. Okay. So she's pretty important. So you need to take like a veteran women presence in the industry and put them with a handful of assistants or a couple assistants or something and put them in charge of the women's division and have them work closely with Tony, because I know Tony does like 99.999% of the booking. That's in my professional podcasting.
There it is.
Opinion. There you go.
They need a sales team. They need a Mickey James. They should go out and find, Awesome Kong is retired now and she has a relationship with the company. Like, bring in a woman who will fully devote herself to this division and give it the proper attention so that it can get the credit that it deserves. Because J-Bone, I'm a huge women's wrestling fan. I like it better than men's wrestling. Dude, I love AEW.
It's been so much. And AEW has a great women's roster.
They've got a ton of great women.
They really do. I mean, they made a bunch of new names over the course of the pandemic. Big Swole.
Abaddon. You've got freaking Anna Jay, Ty Conti. You've got Emmy Sakura.
Anna Jay's back. Yeah.
Riho's back. Nyla's back. They've got a deep ass women's. Jamie Hayter's here now. Britt Baker. You've got there's just star after star after star after star in the making. They have a few that are ready now.
And I don't give a shit if it's a 3-on-3 tag match. I legit don't care. Give them some time. Give them 10 minutes.
Normally, I would shit on the multi-man stuff, but yeah, they're not even getting on TV. The women get one match with a commercial interruption after 9:30 and a 2-minute segment with Britt Baker at some point during the show. That's it. If you're a women's wrestling fan, this isn't the fucking program for you. Like, yes, they do a few things on the women's side well, but it's like 20%, man. They got a long way to go to catch Impact.
Yeah. Violet here says she wrestled Allie Catch. I care about Allie. I saw her on Beyond Wrestling Sunday. Oh, that's good that they got going again. I know that was girl. Yeah. And Allie Catch has been doing stuff in AAW too. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time that I actually, when she changed her gimmick and started showing up on there, and I actually started paying attention to her. That's not a bad idea. Punk Tracy says AEW needs to put Leva Bates in charge of women's division. And I said that what were we talking about? We were talking about Leva Bates when we were doing the throwback last night. Yeah. Last night. Saying that Leva Bates, I have a feeling that even though Leva Bates isn't in the ring very much lately, I have a feeling that what she's doing a lot more like behind the scenes stuff with production. Like, I always see her involved in like the media scrums, or like when they're doing like an after show She's helping set up, bring people in, take people out. So she's assisting in a lot of that stuff, which I think is great. It's fine.
Oh, find a production niche. You don't have to work all the time. Shit.
Right.
Extend your career too.
It and builds your value. You're learning a great part of the business that is so needed.
There you
go. And really, RK Shuttleworth says she basically runs backstage. Okay.
Which good for her, because let's not kid ourselves too. She got straddled with this shitty ass gimmick coming into the company. She was never going to get over with that, and she started behind the blocks. So
it was fun, and it was something that she could do well, and that Peter Avalon could honestly do well, because they're very animated people and stuff like that. So it was fun to see, but
I don't know. Tell your gimmick being to get a wrestling crowd to be quiet. It's not a very good gimmick. No, it's the opposite of what you want.
It's easy heel heat.
It is.
So, no, I'm not going to shut up. It's easy heel heat. So, and honestly, I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, I've seen some similar gimmicks, but. But anyway,
like Dean Douglas. That was a kind of a similar gimmick, right?
Oh, I never seen that one. I was thinking
new generation.
I was thinking more Poffo.
Oh, Lanny Poffo, yeah. Oh yeah, he had the blackboard and shit too, right?
Yeah. Always came out in the robe and the hat and stuff.
Apparently everybody likes the librarian stuff except for me. I didn't like the librarian shit at all. I like Peter Avalon now better.
I mean, I didn't pop for it, but I got it,
It's okay.
So,
I don't know. It wasn't my thing, I guess. I mean, I like books. Don't get me wrong. I read books and shit, but yeah.
You read books.
Check out the big brain on Mark. All right.
Yeah, you can read this one next. I'm kidding. Main event time, AEW women's title on the line in front of 20,000 plus people.
22,000 almost. Yeah.
Crazy.
You love to see it, man.
Ruby Soho comes out, gets a lovely pop.
That's cool.
And I mean, you get 20,000 people bopping their heads and screaming to Rancid. That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Justin Miller, nerd.
the energy tonight, and like I said it over, almost 2 years ago, that when the pandemic hit, AEW lost the most of any company because their crowd is 100% a character in that show like no other. It's the livest, hottest crowd we've seen. That's not like a Full Sail, like ECW arena type crowd, like a touring crowd that's consistently this hot is unreal. And they gave it to these ladies too. And they really, really showed up.
Yeah. And Britt Baker comes out with Rebel and Hayter. And I had to chuckle a little bit when Rebel came out, because we were talking about her so much last night in the throwback.
Yeah, my badge.
Oh,
my badge.
No, I'm not talking about that one.
Oh,
I'm talking about her gimmick when she was coming out to wrestle, and she was like the cowgirl, and she was all.
I don't even remember that.
And she was all oiled up and grinding and sexy. And I'm gonna get.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you gotta watch her entrance.
I'll be watching Knockouts, Knockdown 2017 later tonight after I rewatch the Danielson Omega match.
I was joking about watching her entrance a few times. So it's like it's interesting.
Says J-Bone, were you watching the match tonight or Rebel?
Yeah. I was not hating on Hayter, if you get what I mean.
I was not hating on Hayter either. I saw her first. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, too.
Right. So, but yeah, Britt Baker's got a great squad here. And did you notice how split the crowd was?
Very. Britt is mega over.
Let's go Baker, let's go Soho, or whatever, one or the other. And damn,
Britt is so over.
She is, but it's respect. It's respect, and it's what I've been talking about for the last 2 years. That this girl, even though when the chips were down, she was on every single show, getting her face on there, busting her ass.
Oh, when she was hurt? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when she made. I didn't like her before her injury. I didn't like her at all. When they signed her, I said, "Who's this?" And then for the first 8 months or whatever, I was like, "I don't get it. She's not good in the ring. She's got no character. She's not over. I don't understand." And then she got hurt, and that shit
not many people did.
Yeah, and that changed the game. She has grown into an absolute superstar. Absolute superstar. She's gotten better in the ring too. Like, she still uses the sling blade, so I'll never like her, but she's gotten better in the ring.
What's wrong with the sling blade?
It's the worst move I've ever seen in my life. It's the most awful wrestling move ever.
It depends who does it. Like, okay, when Pentagon does it,
terrible.
The guy
terrible.
The guy looks like he's gonna like decapitate someone.
It's terrible. It looks awful.
All right.
I'm not a fan of the sling blade. It's the worst move I've ever seen in my life. I hate it.
I love me, but I think like the faster the better. Like, oh my God, what is he doing? It's, it just looks crazy.
And then you're like, oh, it was a sling blade. Boo.
Right. Yeah. So I like it.
All right. So I don't like the sling blade. J-Bone likes the sling blade. What was the other big difference we discovered tonight? There's another one too. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, Seth Rollins does it too. It's terrible when he does it as well.
Just doesn't like that sling blade.
I do not like the sling, but I will balance that out because this is Smash This Podcast, which is generally a very positive show. Seth Rollins does do one of my favorite move combinations I've ever seen, which is the superplex into Falcon Arrow. That shit is chef's kiss. That shit is dope.
God, I haven't watched him in so long. I forgot he did that.
Yeah, great stuff, man. Great.
He needs to like stop with that crazy ass wardrobe gimmick too, man.
Is that still what he's doing?
I think, yeah, because he showed up and gave one of those jackets to Stone Cold, and I'm like, well, I guess that's going to be like the first like Stone Cold thing that I may not watch. No, I'll probably watch it. I'll pirate it. Really.
Yeah, I don't even know what's. I have the, like I said, access to Peacock Premium again, and I watch WCW and WCCW.
I will say that those interviews, no matter who Stone Cold's interviewing, they're a lot of fun.
Oh, their documentary stuff is pretty solid. I like most of their documentary.
No, I'm talking about when he's like cracking beers and telling stories and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Stone Cold.
What the hell's that called? Broken Skull Sessions.
Yeah. I was gonna say Crushing Skulls. And it's like,
no, I like that one. The Broken Skull Sessions one is good.
Yeah, don't watch the Crushing Skull thing. I don't know.
Crush the Skull, the movie. Asian American cinema, Asian American actors, Asian American directors. Support Asian American cinema. Crush the Skull. $5 on Amazon. I have no affiliation. It's just a really good movie.
Crushing Skulls?
Crush the Skull.
Crush the Skull.
Yeah. It actually might be on Tubi. It's on Tubi a lot. So if you've ever got time.
You know what else I found? I found that Gail Kim and Trish Stratus both have movies on Amazon.
Really?
Yep.
What was Gail? I don't know what Trish was in either, though.
Gail Kim was a ninja. Like a ninja
typecast.
princess.
Okay. All right. Typecast.
Yeah. But
right.
it was like, oh, okay. So it was, yeah. Like American Ninja type stuff, and then Trish Stratus played like a sexy cop thing, whatever.
I could see Trish Stratus stretching to get to a role where she's sexy. I could see that.
Yeah. So I will say this: Sling Blade the movie was incredible.
I like the way you talk.
Okay. I like them French fried taters.
The Sling Blade, though, like, if we can just be serious for a second, if I never see that move again, what the?
Whatever the fuck he does with that, the face and the neck thing. God damn, we need to wrap this up. All right.
French fries.
Oh, back to the main event. Ruby saw. Forgot we were talking about the main event. How the fuck did we get it? Never mind.
All I remember about this main event is Britt did a sling blade, and I tuned the fuck out at that point.
Oh, damn.
No, I did not. It was a great fucking match, actually.
The only thing I wrote down is that Britt Baker won by mandible claw, and it was basically 3-on-1 because it's always a numbers game.
Yep.
So,
but you know what?
Go ahead.
I was perfectly viable in wrestling, and that's how you protect people. And I thought Ruby came out looking really strong. Thought Britt came out looking like a great champion. I love the balls to main event this over Danielson Omega. What the actual fuck? That's amazing. What a choice.
Right.
Again, they do a shitty job overall. They get an F for their women's division, but for this booking right here, they get an A+. That's real gutsy. I like it.
Yeah, it's just fun. They didn't hotshot it, like I said, and that was fine. You know, it's like it's a full hot shot if she would have won the title. There's some people probably pissed off. Well, why they got this whole roster? Why they just throw her in the main event with the title? But she didn't win.
And it was well done. She's again protected. She looked strong. The story makes sense. Jamie Hayter was there. Jamie Hayter is bae.
Right. Yeah. Violet here says some people call them rolls. I call them biscuits.
I love biscuits and rolls. Both.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. Are we talking about cake? I didn't say cake, did I? Coach Keith isn't even here. Where is Coach Keith? Where's Lucas? Where are all these people at?
Because usually Keith is talking about some kind of. Never mind.
I'm like delirious at this point. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, we'll wrap this up and then.
You want to do After Dark too?
Oh, that could be dangerous.
I know. I'm fucking delirious as fuck.
Nah, we'll skip it. My voice is starting to go too. So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight for this AEW Grand Slam Dynamite review.
And J-Bone, thank you for allowing me to come on and talk about AEW because I don't really get to ever talk about AEW too much, even though I really like it as a product, obviously.
Right.
So.
Oh, Violet said sling. Is that a thing?
Oh, is that in Sling Blade?
Oh, that's okay. So that's one of his lines. Some people call them roll. I call them biscuits.
We should do a Sling Blade watch along. Apparently, there's a lot of Sling Blade fans of the movie, not the move, in the chat here.
I think. Well, October's coming up pretty soon, and in the TNI Discord, I'm going to start compiling a list of movies to play during October. I don't know. Does Sling Blade fit in the whole October kind of?
No.
I mean, he does. I mean, he does hack a guy to shit at the end.
Nah, we should do like Trick or Treat and Halloween. I'll do Halloween Kills because it's coming on Peacock, so I'll run that the Friday it premieres. We'll do a Friday night Halloween Kills.
Lost Boys.
That's Boys. We still need to do this. I know Trent's out of town. We're just going to have to get this done. The TNI Fam's Choice.
Yes.
Married with Children. We need to do that watch along because I want to watch it anyways because King Kong Bundy's in it. That should be the shit. I don't remember that episode.
Yeah. You pick a day and I'll do it. I mean, I'm a little busy this weekend. Maybe Sunday afternoon.
We'll stay in touch and see. We'll see what everybody else is doing too. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll do an After Dark later this week or something too.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. All right. So thanks everyone for tuning in. On your way out of here, you know what to do, folks. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Let's get out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night over in that other little podcast or the other way, whatever. T and I doing the watch along we do on Thursdays. It's a live reaction now, not really a co-stream because we can't do that no more. Just to remind everyone how sad that is. And then the review following. So we'll see you tomorrow night. And it's going to be the fallout from Victory Road and the build to Knockouts, Knockdown, and Bound for Glory.
With special guest, X Division champion Josh Alexander's wonderful wife, Jade Chung, who will be on to let us know what she has going on with her planned trip to Bound for Glory and how you can be a part of helping get Jade to BFG. Hashtag.
I can't wait to talk to her. I don't know how we got her on there, but thanks.
I texted Trent and said, hey, can you get in touch with Jade while you're out of town and see if she can come on the show? So there we go. Trent. Thank you, Trent.
I thought I fired that guy.
Well, that's why I didn't run it through you, J-Bone.
Oh.
Don't fire me, please. I went straight to Trent.
Well, I had fun with you tonight, so I won't fire you, but
okay.
We'll talk afterwards.
Well, thank you so much again for having me, Jay. I love talking to you.
Who's booked this?
All right, much love, everyone. Go check out all the links in the description, including the merch and all the socials. New merch coming to TNI soon, and smash this podcast. Take care. Much love. We'll see y'all real soon.
Hold my scarf!